Let's ride.
So NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg is speaking out today, saying that he cannot rule out that Bakhmut may fall in Ukraine in the coming days. The battle there has been the epicenter of some of the fiercest and bloodiest clashes in the latest chapter of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Ukraine's military, though, is not ready to surrender the city yet, claiming that the Russians are taking heavy losses there, including losing 100 soldiers in the past 24 hours. Melissa Bell has the very latest on this from Kyiv. Melissa, what are you learning?
Kate, tonight Bakhmut continues to hold, but really only just. We've been seeing those images of Yevgeny Prigozhin speaking from the World War II monument closer to the center of Bakhmut, where his men had planted a flag earlier this week. And what the leader of the Wagner mercenary group, and we now know from Western sources just how important those Wagner mercenaries have been in the progress being made in Bakhmut, being supported by Russian regular artillery, but really being
Now, when I snap my fingers, you will awake and tell me the formula. Hey, wake up! What else is loud and obnoxious? Why won't you wake up?
Time now for Worldview, and let's go to foreign correspondent Marcus Moore, my dear friend, and our London bureau for the latest international headlines. Marcus, I was so excited to hear I'd be talking to you. Let's start in Ukraine, where the Russian Wagner mercenary group is claiming victory in the Battle of Bakhmut, but Ukraine is denying those claims, doubling down on defending the key city. What's at stake? Where does this all stand?
Yeah, hey, Janae, good to be with you. The eastern Ukrainian city has been the scene of intense battles for months now. Wagner Group says that taking it would allow Russian forces to push deeper into the region as they aim to take control of all of the Donbas in the east. But Western officials say if Russia were to take this city, that it would offer little, if any, strategic value in the...
Just then,
Ukraine should be concentrating on using their HIMARS, their artillery, their missiles to knock out those logistics hubs and the routes that can feed the equipment in. So if they've been doing that job, I think it's going to be very, very difficult for Russia to bring in enough equipment to conduct a follow-on offensive operation this spring.
It was extremely troubling to see that most recent video of a Ukrainian soldier being executed after he said, "Long live Ukraine," a phrase that we continue to hear over and over again. A new strategy from Russia? Probably not, but to be so obvious and
a few minutes later.
Overseas, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskiy met today with UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, calling on Russia to extend the deal allowing Ukraine to export through the Black Sea. In eastern Ukraine, Russian troops may be on the verge of taking the city of Bakhmut. CBS's Imtiaz Tayyib reports tonight from that embattled region.
If Bakhmut falls, it will be Russia's first major territorial gain after 7 hellish months of fighting. Small towns and villages lie in ruins, like Velika Novoselka, once home to over 5,000. Fewer than 150 remain and now live underground at a school. It's not long before we hear shelling.
So there's a lot of incoming and outgoing here, and this is the only safe place for the people left in this town.
Inside, it's dark. Mostly the elderly live here without electricity or running water. There are so few comforts, they have to grind their own meat. Adina Babkina is among the youngest. She sent her children away to live with relatives months ago, but still can't bring herself to go. People here need my help, she says, and they can't leave.
This is how legends are born.